If you have been online for the last few days, you may have heard of the worst movie of 2025. That is Amazon's The War of the Worlds.
Start fire!
Now, Amazon is known for some bangers. We got The Boys, The Other Boys Show, The Other Boys Show. We got Invincible, and more controversial, Hazbin Hotel. They have been dropping straight heat, depending on how you feel about Hazbin Hotel. So you may be wondering, how bad can this movie be? Well, it's got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, and everyone who's seen it has agreed it is a terrible movie. It's got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. I can't think of a single movie that's gotten a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is the only one I could think of. Now, I have personally not watched the movie. However, I saw this one clip that made me realize I need to talk about this movie.
Hey! I'm okay.
This movie is probably the best movie of 2025. The War of the Worlds is a novel by H.G. Wells. It's a science fiction novel that was released in 1898, which is about, I'm about to read this from Wikipedia by the way, about an attempted invasion of Earth by beings from the planet Mars with much greater intelligence and more advanced weapons than humans. The Martians intend to eliminate mankind and conquer Earth because their own older and smaller world has reached the last stage of exhaustion. The War of the Worlds is probably one of the most iconic science fiction stories of all time and has inspired many different adaptations throughout the years. In 1938, there was a radio broadcast that was narrated and directed by Orson Welles. There was a movie released in 1953 by George Paul, and in 1978, this is a real thing by the way, I'm going to show you the Wikipedia page. I was going to show you the Wikipedia page. In 1978, Jeff Wayne produced a musical album of the story with the voices of Richard Burton and David Essex. And probably the most iconic adaptation of The War of the Worlds is the 2005 movie by Steven Spielberg starring Tom Cruise. But now in 2025, we got a brand new War of the Worlds movie starring Ice Cube.
No, Dave, get out of there now! Dave, it's out of No!
Now, this War of the Worlds movie actually kind of has an interesting backstory, because what's interesting is that this movie was made during COVID. I would never have guessed that just from watching the movie. This movie was made in September of 2020, which is why it looks like a fucking Discord call with very poor CGI and terrible acting, because it was made during COVID.
Bam! That was easy.
No, I'm just good.
And now let me read you the plot of this movie.
Good morning, my sweet baby drone.
Department of Homeland Security officer Will Radford works for a government surveillance program that can monitor every person on Earth, while helping FBI agents try to find a mysterious hacker known as Disruptor. Meteors begin striking all over the planet. Large machines emerge from these and start attacking humans. Will and a friend from NASA ascertain this to be an alien invasion. The president authorizes a military response, which other governments soon follow. Despite initial success, Will notices the machines concentrate around data centers worldwide. The large machines then disperse smaller insectoid creatures to harvest the data inside these buildings. This allows the aliens to train their machines and continue to defeat human forces. Will also discovers that Disruptor is his son Dave. Dave sends him a link to classified information about a surveillance operation known as Goliath. Reading these files, Will discovers that alien ships have previously arrived on Earth and that the government knew they fed on data. Despite warnings from activating Goliath could alert the aliens, the director of Homeland Security, Donald Briggs, chooses to activate it anyway. Will confronts Briggs, who claims his actions were necessary to keep people safe. Briggs then locks Will out of the DHS system. With the help of Dave and his team of hackers, Will re-enters the system. They then plant a virus to disable alien machines. Though it works at first, the aliens shake off the virus and continue fighting. They are also able to locate most of the hackers and kill them, except Dave. The military plans to bomb the DHS headquarters under which Goliath is kept. To ensure the aliens can't access the system, with the help of Dave and his biologist daughter Faith, Will breaks into the bunker in time and shuts down Goliath. With Goliath down, the military calls off the bombing. Sometime later, the aliens are defeated, and Will and Dave are celebrated as heroes. Briggs' crimes are exposed, and he is arrested for violating the Constitution, and Faith is credited with using her DNA studies to ensure the aliens' defeat. Will is offered to lead the new surveillance program that won't interfere with people's privacy, but he declines, saying, "Now, I'm watching you. All of this is done over the course of 90 minutes, so it's like less than an hour and a half. And everything about this movie is fucking terrible. Everything is bad about this movie. The acting is atrocious. No one wants to be there.
Put it on a thumb drive.
I don't have a thumb drive.
What do you mean you don't have a thumb drive?
And the craziest part is this movie was made in 2020 and it didn't release until 2025. Why? Why were you shelving this project for 5 years? Where you're like, guys, this is a fucking stinker. We're not gonna release this shit. And you just threw it to Amazon Prime. It's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. What's crazy is I'm pretty sure it was always meant to release on Amazon Prime Video because the amount of advertisement for Amazon and Prime delivery and Amazon products is insane.
Faith can load it here and I can get it to you.
How?
Prime Air, need you to place an official order on Amazon to activate the drone.
Nuts.
It's almost like as if it was meant to release on Amazon Prime Video, but they just didn't release it for 5 years. Why didn't you release it? That's what I'm confused about. But anyway, yeah, this is by far the worst movie of 2025. I just realized there's this tissue box here. I didn't realize I was there the whole time. I thought this was interesting, so I wanted to yap about it a little bit. I don't know, like 100 likes, I will make a video reviewing it like what I did with Megamind vs. the Doom Syndicate as my look at the War of the Worlds.